the long-awaited potential announcement that everyone have been waiting for the longest might actually be upon us in just a little under a month. The Boruto IP will be celebrating its 10th anniversary this upcoming May. A whole lot of things and announcements have already been announced and stated in regards to this. Like we figured out a few months ago prior that the very first Boruto TBV figure, I guess you know the character figures that people collect will actually be created and go into publicization so people can actually have that. And we have major updates in terms of not just that announcement, but a whole lot of things regarding the Boruto IP in correlation to its 10-year anniversary, to Boruto celebrating this milestone and achievement that not a lot of stories, not a lot of manga, not a lot of series actually end up attaining, let alone a sequel at that, right? And then the massive success and recent success of the sequel of a sequel being in Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. So as of right now, we have major announcements for Boruto Part 2 as quoted in the official announcement, in the official, you know what I'm saying, articles, Boruto Part 2, whether that just strictly revolves the Part 2 of the manga in the 2 Blue Vortex run that we're currently going through, the latest release chapter being chapter 33 as of the recording of this video, or will it also be mentioning, you know, in regards to Part 2 of the anime, which we know amongst the official ending of Boruto Naruto Next Generation Part 1, the site updated itself and then it reminded us not just too long ago, like a year or probably a year and a half at this point back, that the Part 2 of the Boruto anime has been in production. It has been in the works. There has been time and effort spent on it. It's just a matter of actually letting us know, the fandom, what's going down, whether that be the details, the exact production committee, the time, the release date, and how far along or what they actually plan to debut or come back with in terms of Boruto Part 2. But Part 2 major announcements are coming June 4th, this summer 2026. A whole bunch of Boruto news. So like I stated, the very first Boruto TBV figure will be going into circulation. I think it's just going to be a timeskip Boruto. It might be a cool shot. I don't really collect. I ain't gonna say I don't have collectibles because I got Boruto manga volumes sitting on my desk right now. So as far as like action figure collectibles, they look cool. If I see a post, I'ma like it probably, but I don't really partake in buying them. I don't really think I will even have anywhere to place them. But this will be one of the figures coming into circulation on June 4th. But even beyond that, right? Because that's just the cream of the crop. We have a whopping 600 plus page commemorative data book volume for Boruto Part 1. So essentially, I'm not sure if it's going to include figures or characters from TBV, but for the most part, 600 plus pages going into more details, probably dialogue, lore, information, and just things that didn't make it exactly within Ikimoto's manga, or even possibly the anime itself that we will have and we will be able to basically go by. Now, these data books can be very, it's iffy, right? Because when it comes to Shippuden, I know some people rock with them, some people don't, some people pretend they exist, some people live or die by the data books. I've already stated my strongly, heavily opinionated, biased opinion and statement on the data books. So if we come across these data books this upcoming June, and we just so happen to turn onto a page describing Sarada's Mangekyo Sharingan Ohirume Jutsu, and by the end of the excerpt, they explain it as the strongest jutsu in the Uchiha clan ever, this might be the data book for Black Uchiha. Y'all might be sick of watching my channel if something like that comes across these pages on the data book. But all seriousness aside, right, some of the absurd statements, some of the outrageous lines and statements come from data books. Basically, you know, the world-splitting jutsu from Kinshiki, or the most powerful opponent ever being in Toneri. You know, a lot of these statements come from Naruto data books. So I'm really looking forward to, with 600 pages, especially in regards to Boruto, major information, major clarification. Possibly, can we get a confirmation that this guy Damon is undoubtedly the strongest, or at least has the highest chakra dexterity in the verse right now? Like, I don't want to be turning the pages and see some absurdity like Konohamaru current chakra levels is at 120 while they're placing Naruto at 95. At that point, I'm gonna be extremely disappointed when it comes to the Boruto Naruto data book. But as far as that, we will have a 600 page data book dropping. And then for when it comes to part 2 of the volume, that will be the date that the volume 8 will be releasing, basically the most recent 4 chapters that have just concluded. We know chapter 33 has started up the latest volume of Boruto 2 Vortex. So part basically volume 8 of Boruto TPV will be dropping on that date as well. And then on top of that, we will be getting, which is crazy because this is like, I felt like I already talked about a lot, but we will be getting a colorization of Boruto 2 Vortex manga going forward. So on June 4th, Boruto TBV Volume 1, meaning the first 4 chapters, chapter 1, 2, 3, and 4, will be officially colored and will be officially available in only digital formats and digital versions. So when it comes to this announcement, it will be officially released, subbed, officially released in Japanese. Of course, we're going to have passionate fans who might do the translations for us, but it's something like this. If we want to keep it up to date, keep it official, once this drops on June 4th on any major site or page that you see release or post, you know, Boruto 2 Vortex Volume 1 color page dropping today, go ahead and tag Viz Media, go ahead and tag them and tag them again, because we want the English translations for this colored volume release to drop. And potentially once they get to volume 2, 3, 4, and then even 8 in the current arc that we're here in with the Mamushi arc, we're going to get colored volumes released for Boruto 2 Vortex moving forward in the future after that. So now, these are just the things that they decided to tell us to grab our attention, right? They said all of these things, a 600-page book, a new part 2 figure with Boruto 2 Vortex, volume 8 release, volume 1 colored official digital release, plus more part 2 news to be revealed. So stay tuned on June 4th. That's why I say don't keep your hopes too up, but at the same time, what other time would it be just to add it? And also, guys, potential part 2 anime news, right? I like how they dub it as just simply part 2, you know what I'm saying? Major Boruto part 2 news. And then obviously they're referring to part 2 volume 8, part 2 volume, you know what I'm saying, 1 for the colored, and then obviously a data book over 600 pages, which is extremely huge, and then a part 2 figure. So all of these part 2, part 2, part 2, are we gonna get official announcements? Now they didn't just strictly state part 2 manga or just that. They have more. They said all of this and more coming on June 4th. And I told y'all, I've been one to say, we're not gonna talk about this damn anime until we see the trailer for the damn anime. But it looks like they're getting closer and closer to giving us some type of solidified statement, some type of solidified idea to get us an understanding of when Boruto anime actually would come back. Once we get that, then we can start entering into the territory. Okay, how will the anime come back? Because that is another consensus that stirs a whole lot of discussion, whether it's towards the end of part 1, jumping straight into TBV, movie, or OVA video episode style format, because we have to finish off crucial moments at the end of part 1 Boruto's manga that the anime essentially didn't finish off, while also connecting and, you know what I'm saying, keeping up with the current advertisement, especially within Japan, that is showcasing Boruto, Sarada, and others in their current time skip design. So if we're gonna have a return for Boruto part 2 and they're gonna be in the same kit designs that we left off part 1 in, how much traction and attention will that actually draw in, as opposed to seeing a Tubu Vortex Boruto, Sarada, potentially Kashin Koji, Kawaki, just for the front pages and advertising the anime. But it's still something that's very crucial in terms of story, details, and content of the events that the anime still hasn't covered at the end of part 1 that must be animated. But at the very least, I know for a fact we will be getting more information and we will have a better understanding for the major Boruto Part 2 series and IP coming up forth by the time June 4th rolls around. So stay tuned and you know what I'm saying, and look forward to the announcements, because I'm definitely going to be looking forward to it. It's your boy Black Chat, 3 long face, skinny body. Holla at your boy. I'ma holla at y'all. Black Chat out. Yes, sir. Ski.